I went from surviving to building a life I'm actually proud of. Not perfect, but intentional. And if I can do it, so can you. There was a time in my life when I didn't think I would ever feel like myself again. I was just trying to make it through the day, trying to hold everything together, trying to be strong for my children, while I was falling apart inside. But what I didn't realize then is that survival was not where my story would end. It was where my story would begin. Because something started to shift in me. Not overnight, not all at once, but slowly. I stopped just surviving. And I started building. Building structure, building discipline, building a life that aligned with who I was becoming. And one of the biggest parts of that was homeschooling my children. I started with no experience, no roadmap, no guidance. No one around me doing the same thing. Just a decision. A decision that I was going to show up for my children, no matter what. And I taught them everything, step by step, from the basics to more advanced subjects. And I learned right alongside them. There were moments I didn't feel confident. Moments I questioned if I was doing enough. Moments I wondered if I was getting it right. But I kept going because I understood something powerful. Consistency matters more than perfection. And then life challenged me once more. I got divorced and my children and I moved to another state. And I had to relearn everything. New homeschooling laws, new requirements, new structure, new system. And I had a choice in that moment to feel overwhelmed or to rise again. And I chose to rise again. Because at that point, I had already proven to myself that I could figure things out. And today, I look at my children and I see the result of consistency, of love, of showing up, even when it was hard. My oldest is in high school and also in college at the same time. It's what we call dual enrollment. My second is in high school and he's thriving. And my daughter is in 7th grade and she is growing beautifully. They are flourishing, not because everything was perfect, but because I didn't give up. And somewhere along the way, I stopped seeing myself as someone who was broken. And I started seeing myself as someone who was building a life, building a foundation, building a future. And that shift changed everything. And I want you to hear me clearly. You are more than capable. Even if you feel lost right now, even if you feel overwhelmed, even if you don't know where to start, you can build something meaningful, even from the hardest season of your life. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to be willing to take the next step. Because everything I went through, the pain, the confusion, the rebuilding, it wasn't for nothing. It led me here. It led me to my purpose. It led me to use my voice, to share my story, to reach women who are in the same place I once was. And it led me to write a book for the mother who feels overwhelmed, who feels lost, who feels like she's carrying everything and doesn't know where to start. Because I was that mother. And I know what it feels like to need guidance, but not have access to it. To need support, but feel alone. And this book is what I wish I had during that time. So if you're watching this and you feel like you're behind, like you've made too many mistakes, like it's too late for you, I want you to hear this. Your story is not over. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are becoming stronger, becoming wiser, becoming the version of you that your future requires. If you're on this journey, I want you to walk it with me, because this is more than just content. This is a space for growth, for healing, for rebuilding together. And if you need guidance, support, or direction, my book comes out soon, and I created it for you. I made it through, and so can you. Live your season.